Woo! Ain't lying.
Yeah. So we back, y'all. We back. If
Where's
you
your camera at? We can't see you, big homie.
oh you can't oh crap, I'm talking and you can't even see me. Look at that.
Like the ghost of
I'm yo,
Prophet P.
yeah, I'm here though. Let's go. Oh,
There
okay.
he is. There he is. Bang, bang. We hope y'all came over here with us all right. Everybody's back in place.
Yeah, because I got a bag. She
You
got a bag.
know, you know what I was thinking
Whoop,
about
whoop.
today, man? What's that line? Pussy so fat, look like a tuck dick.
Yo, you gotta see some of the new joints that she was dropping.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, she got some new joints. She got some new joints. I've been seeing her working during this pandemic.
might as
You know,
well, man. Might
joint
as well.
with a reggae singer, it's like some joint.
Okay,
Um, and then she got some other joint. I think it's a collab though. The full project ain't out, so it's just like snippets, like a teaser.
okay.
Yeah,
Shouts out to Leah Wynn.
Leo Win.
And also shouts out, speaking of some reggae joint, little collabo. Shouts out to Busta Rhymes. He just did a. He got a video out with a Vibes Cartel right now. Fire. Busta dropping his patois in that joint. Pretty
Yeah,
hot.
man.
Pretty hot.
You know what's crazy? There's a lot of people from the past that are putting music out. And like I'm really feeling it though, because it's not like it sounds
Dated.
aged, like it
Yeah.
sounds old, or it's like, oh, what's going on? Oh, this it's like it's like them 2.0,
Yeah.
version 2.0 or 3.0, whatever version they in right now.
Yeah.
It's a variation of what they delivered over the years.
Yeah. I mean,
And,
well, you stuck in the crib, man, and you should be sharpening your sword, so to speak.
and everybody in the house, so you know what, it's easy to get them to listen.
You know, everybody's what you call a captive audience.
Yeah.
Shouts out to Gladys Knight and Patti LaBelle. That's supposed to be the next versus battle, if you can believe that. Yeah,
What
yeah.
are they doing right now?
They won't get
Hey,
Kane and Rakim thing together, but they can get goddamn Patty and Gladys together. That's just gonna be. Well, I hope they
yeah.
don't fall asleep while they doing the goddamn nurses. You know what I'm saying? Love both. Shout out to Patty and Gladys. Y'all love both of y'all. Let's get that Kane and Rakim versus going. No, you know what I'm saying? Making me
I,
look bad. I announced it that 1 week it was supposed to happen, and the shit never happened. I was
I
on
think
Instagram like this, like, what the fuck happened?
I think when no lie though, no BS. I think when it does happen, I think that situation
Yeah,
will probably break the internet.
I hope
Like,
so.
like the numbers is good. The numbers is gonna be astronomical. They're gonna be like, yo, what the hell is going on? Yo,
Yeah,
what's this?
that's
Yo, I never.
definitely.
And then with everybody tuning into the verses, I think that especially the newer music listeners, right, that are all about somewhat of that competition and the hype behind the verses, that is going to be one of those things that it's like, holy crap, who are they? Yo, that's crazy. So it's
Go
going
back
to
and listen to all their
introduce them.
catalog. Uh-huh.
It's going to introduce them to like
A whole new
some stuff
era,
that they never, a whole new era, and they can be like, yo, they was making music like that back then.
whole new set of fans. Yep. What's definitely
Yeah,
gonna go
so
down with that.
I think it's gonna be wonderful. But like I said, I'm an optimist. I always try and find a positive outlook in what happens in life, you
Yeah.
know.
So
And I'm not an opportunist, but hey, if the opportunity
if the
presents itself,
opportunity presents itself, yeah, you gotta plop plop.
yeah.
Shouts out to Boozy. He's offering Mark Zuckerberg 100 racks to get his Instagram page back.
Yo, you know what?
Feeding his family, and he got he's doing different advertisement and promo stuff with people and merch and merch deals and shit like that. So it's kind of like throwing a monkey wrench in this whole shit right now because people can't go out and perform and get that money,
Mm-hmm.
that concert money.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yo,
hurt.
but it's just real. But you know, as we are resilient people, we will find a way, right, to survive. Whatever it is, we're gonna figure it out, make music, sell merch, make edibles,
You know,
soap,
hustle.
shea butter.
No, we do it.
Yeah, yeah.
Black seed oil, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Flaxseed oil, selling
Gifted
incense.
much, whatever it is, we got a bump. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to everybody doing gender reveal parties. Stop that shit. That's the gender reveal party is out in California is what set off the wildfires, right? Now it's
Really?
over, now it's over 10,000 acres burnt down, and what I'm saying? I think 5 people done died in the shit. It's crazy, dude.
Wow.
Yep.
Yo, and it's crazy because
Some kind of pyrotechnics, I guess, during the gender reveal. That shit.
with the color, with either the red or the blue.
Yeah, yeah, motherfuckers just being, doing too much, man.
Yeah, doing way too much. I say I would say I'm still a little old school. Because I got a few kids, and throughout all the births, well, the pregnancies of my children,
Uh huh.
I know technology is probably a little bit better now,
Yeah.
but they were like, "Yo, is this gender?" Right? Because of the sonogram.
Right.
Or they're like, "Yo, the heartbeat is the beat of a boy."
Right. 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 Right.
Right? And I'm like, "Yo, I got a son on the way. Yo,
Yeah.
I got my little nigga. That's gonna be my homie." Right?
Surprise.
Surprise. I was like, "Oh man,
It's like this is a
they
little
said you was gonna be a boy." Right?
yeah.
And it was a girl. Now, not that I don't love my girls.
Yeah.
I definitely love my girls. But
That's a cruel joke to be playing on you.
yeah, like you so hyped, like yo, me and him gonna be walking around. I'm gonna have my football jersey on. He gonna have his little baby football jersey on. We gonna fix cars together and all that.
We're gonna
But
play catch.
yeah, but you know what I did, right? I have my little girls working on cars with me. I was like, nah, man, I'm not losing out on that part of my dream. You gonna be here working on this car. You gonna be here. We gonna ride bike together. We gonna do this. We gonna do that.
You gotta make
You
the
know?
best of what you got, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it's a blessing. But I can tell you, having little girls is a blessing and a curse because when they're younger, they love you. Like
Yeah.
they love you to death. And then they hit that age and
They
they
start
like,
smelling they piss.
daddy who? I'm like, damn.
Then
Like,
they
you don't even
start
know who
flipping
I
like
am no
Niecy.
more.
And they
I
start
used to
flipping
wipe
like
your
Niecy
ass.
Nash did. You heard? I
Like I
said then
used
they
to
start.
wipe your ass. I took you to school. I made you breakfast every morning.
Yeah,
Now
what
you
I said.
talking about daddy who?
Yeah, what I said.
Huh?
I
Nah.
said that's how they start. I said that's when they start flipping like Niecy Nash did. Heard what she did, and
Yeah, man.
you
Fuck it.
heard? Did you hear?
Nah.
Niecy Nash. You know who Niecy Nash is?
No.
Remember Reno 911? That show?
Yeah.
The chick with the hips, the light skin joint.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, her. That's Niecy Nash.
Mm.
Yeah, she just married a chick.
Oh, interesting.
Hmm.
So I guess
She just got divorced from her husband and married a chick now.
you know, was her husband white?
Um, I don't know. Probably. Probably.
Because if he was, her going to a woman
A
probably
black
won't
woman.
be that much difference because he probably had an enlarged clitoris.
Well, I think she's with a black woman now, so
So
she's in Charlotte's Web right now, baby.
yeah, but it's all good. You know what? I just say,
Live life.
yeah, and having relationships with your parents, especially when you're a young girl, having a relationship with your father,
It's so important. It's so important, brother.
it's so important. And it's crazy because they say that your father, when you're a daughter, right? When you're young, your father is supposed to be your first love. right? Same way when you're a young boy, your mother is your first love, right? Daddy's little girl, mommy's little boy type thing. And you learn how to love and care for an individual based on the interactions between the two. And
You need examples too. You know what I'm saying? Kids need examples.
yeah,
They need to see evidence of. I mean, examples of what you call it, learned behavior.
yes.
Keep seeing shit enough. Okay, that's how that's supposed to work. All right, bam, I got it.
But you know what I have realized though, that although we realize what things should be like based upon what we see from our parents and our interactions with them, and then seeing them interact with one another, it kind of sets a precedence for the way we would react in our relationships when we get older,
Yeah.
right? So I know I don't know if you've seen it, but the joint's like a little wild, crazy. And I don't know, I can't remember exactly where the couple is from, but I think their daughter was like about maybe 10, 11, 12 years old.
Hmm.
And they had it in the garage. And the father is like basically whipping her ass, right?
Hmm. Oh, you talking about on Instagram?
Instagram.
Yeah, yeah, I heard about this. I
She's
didn't check the story out, but a little black girl, right?
right. And supposedly, allegedly, I don't know. You read the captions and you're like, yo, is this really what's going on? But the father was referencing something of her stealing something, whatever it was, like stealing something, maybe shoplifting, something
That was
little
the reason,
or
that was the
whatever.
reason why he was giving her a beating.
No, this shit wasn't that he gave her a beating, my guy.
Yeah, because I didn't see it, so that's what I'm saying. Well, that's why he did what he did
This
because
wasn't a
supposedly she was stealing.
what he did
Uh huh.
was utterly humiliating, right? This little girl will never be the same.
Yeah,
And this is probably not the first time this happened.
I'm sure.
But the crazy part is that the mother is holding the cell phone,
Wow.
recording the shit, talking
Wow.
about, yeah, do that, yeah, show her like, yo, yeah, yeah.
She
And
probably scared
she's
her damn self.
and she's sitting in the chair, little girl, and skinny little girl. She got her knees basically tucked in her chest,
Hmm.
and she's like, she's scared, and you can see she's scared. And the father's asking her whatever, and she's not really answering. And he pulled her leg down, and then he said something to her. He hit her, but he wasn't like, it wasn't like, the way the law says you could probably discipline your kids. Like he was hitting like she was a dude in the street kind of thing. And then like she couldn't take it no more. So they had the garage door partially open. The little girl went to go run out. He grabbed the little girl, snatched her up, dragged her across the floor. Like, I'm like, yo, what the hell is going on? And they put this up there to try and embarrass her.
I mean, they took it out to the garage. That right there let you know that he was, what he was planning on doing. He needed some space to operate, and then
Right.
and then he wanted to film it. It's crazy, B. That's crazy. I'm quite sure that somebody gonna get child protective services involved.
Oh, nah. The updates on it is that child services was notified. She was removed from the house. She's staying with family members, and I
Yeah,
don't know what's going on with the parents, but it was like, you know, I believe in discipline, but I for me, it's hard for the physical discipline. Um, I'm more about making you understand what's going on and disciplining you, maybe taking something away, punishing you, or whatever it is, like getting you to understand why what's going on is going on. The
yeah,
way I look at it is just like having a dog. A dog pisses in the wrong place, right? And you beat the dog for pissing in the place that he wasn't supposed to. He was supposed to pee on the wee wee pads, or he was supposed to wait to go outside. But the nigga couldn't hold it no more. How could you hold him or he or she accountable? And after a dog does something, their attention span of what they do is not very long. It's very short. So you whip a dog ass 2 minutes after they piss. They don't even know what's going on, why it's happening. So they
right.
don't even understand. You got to catch them in the
In
moment.
the act, yeah, you got to catch it
Yeah.
in the act.
And to do that to a child, like you going off of what you might have heard or whatever. There might be evidence or whatever, but you gotta educate them and not just go off the deep end, because when you go off the deep end, not only do they not truly understand, but what they tend to generate is a sense of normalcy for that behavior. So now it becomes a pattern. So this is what they do to their children, and then their children start to do it to their children. So now generations and generations down the line, and I can tell you, more than likely, the father used to get his ass beat by his pops, and the mother used to get her ass beat by her parents. So it was one of those things that it's normal to them. So they thought it was cool to put it on social media.
Wow, that's crazy, dude.
Like it was disheartening, bro. Like I felt that little girl pain.
Yeah.
I said, wow.
Some sick people out here, man.
Yeah.
Sick people out here.
It's crazy. But we want to talk about sick people.
Shouts out to Trump Jr. His bitch ass. He says that a 17-year-old has shot two people in the what the hell was that?
During the protest?
Yeah, they shot the two protesters, two white people.
Mm-hmm.
In Kanoa, or whatever the name of that damn place is. He said we all do stupid things at 17.
We all do. That's not
that was his response to how could that happen. Meanwhile,
what would you categorize as stupid? Like something stupid you did at 17.
He's coked up anyway, man. So we ain't trying to really listen to Also, and on the other side of things, Salt Lake City, Utah, 13-year-old autistic white child was shot and killed when the mom called, I guess, for assistance because he was having a mental breakdown. And the police said he was threatening neighbors with a weapon, which is, of course, under investigation. So, now it's coming around to, the other side too. It's not just us. You know what I mean? All of these things are coming out now with all of this technology, and, stories are able to travel a lot faster and go around the world quicker. And, so people really got to wake up and smell the coffee burning, brother, because, it ain't just us,
Yeah,
it is us, but it ain't just us. So y'all motherfuckers got to see what's going on and get hip to the game, man. It's a systemic problem.
Yeah, it is. And and speaking of systemic issues such as that, right? I watched the video again. Like this, it's kind of overwhelming when you sit there and you're just trying to be entertained, and what you see is like police brutality, abuse of power, just basically I am the law, don't question me kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And there was an officer, I don't know where it was, and he was called to a hotel,
right,
by management because there was a Caucasian male that visually threatened the manager with a gun.
Wow.
Went back towards his room. The police, one officer showed up. So it was one of those states where they have one officer per car.
Right.
So he's there. He's asking the manager, what does this man look like? He says, it's a white male, dark shirt, light pants, or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere, I think the guy had a black shirt on or something like that. White male, black shirt, light pants, beige pants, whatever it was. And the officer says, is he black or white? What is it? So he's saying he's white, he's white, he's white. And he's looking at him on the camera, and he's like, he's about to exit the door that comes out on this side of the building. If you go out this way, you can meet him over there. The officer exits the building, sees a black man, pulls the gun on a black man and said, you fit the description of a white man with a black shirt.
I bet it's a black dude with a white shirt, wasn't it?
Yeah, with the hotel logo. He was an employee of the hotel. And the officer made him get on his knees while pointing the gun at him. And he's like, I'm not a threat. Why are you pointing the gun? I'm not a threat. My hands is up. And he's like, you don't question me. And you know what ultimately happened? He calls control to call the hotel to see if the guy actually works there. And the guy's like, you think I just walk around in a uniform
Yeah,
for the
exactly. With
hotel
the
just for
uniform
no
hotel.
reason?
Think I'm just a fan of the hotel like that. I just gotta
Right.
wear fucking
So
comfort
he was in
shirt.
his uniform. The young man was in his uniform. They
Unbelievable.
confirm that yes, he does work there. After speaking to the manager, the guy gets up. He's asking for his badge number and his information. He's like, "You just wait in there, and you'll get it later, or whatever."
So
Goes in through the door. Now the employee was holding the door for the officer so that he can get to the suspect and got a
right.
gun drawn on him. Now, while he's walking towards the door, the Caucasian male with the weapon had a bike, saw the officer dip back in.
Oh,
When the officer runs in, there's another black male. He pulls the gun on the black male that's in there, talking about where did the guy go. He's like, I don't know. This don't got nothing to do with me. And he's telling the guy to get out his way. And the guy is not even in the doorway. He's against the wall. He got a gun drawn on him. And you know what ultimately happened to the Caucasian male that pulled the gun?
he got away.
He got away. He got away because he was too busy racial profiling a situation that had nothing to do with the people that he was pointing the gun at.
Now this bitch ass don't let the actual gunman get away. Now he gonna go fucking shoot Uncle Ben or some shit and then create Spider-Man.
And it's sad. It's so sickening. It's so obvious. And we sit there and we watch this over and over again. And we sit there and we put up shaking SMH or oh, this is sad or oh, this is ridiculous. But when is it going to stop? Right? There has to be a point where people have to be held accountable. You know, there's personal situations that I've been throughout my life. And it's I choose to stand up and fight for what is supposed to be right, what is written to be right. Right? This is the land of the free and the home of the brave. But that situation comes with a certain skin tone, right? So when you
for the connection,
right? So it's different when you're sitting there and you like, but you wrote this rule in this book that says if anyone did this, that this is grounds for termination or retribution to the individual this was done to or whatever it may be. But then when we sit down in the room, we talk about it, it's like, nah, but it ain't really like that. But if I was to do it now, I'm considered intimidating. And they were scared for their lives. What the fuck was I? I was scared for the well-being of myself and my family. You know, it's
about evolution, man. And you know, one group of people ain't evolving, and meanwhile, on the other side of things, shouts out to Tyler Perry. He's officially a billionaire according to Forbes magazine.
Yeah, Tyler Perry, and you know why he was able to do that.
Gotta shout that out.
He was able to do that because he was able to adapt to this situation.
One word, Medea.
Right. Well, yeah, that's one of them, right? But I don't know if you came across the stuff that happened, during the coronavirus, where he basically, because he has that huge studio in Atlanta, right? With all the houses, properties, the acres and acres of land and stuff like that. He had medical personnel to test his staff. He catered food, fed them, kept them on the premises, and they stayed within the premises. So he was like, look, we need to keep going.
Yeah.
But I'm going to make sure I take care of you guys and keep you guys safe.
Yeah.
Because we still have to make these movies. We still have to do this. We still have to do that. And this is where you think the NBA decided, hey, we're going to put people in the bubble because that's what the fuck they wanted to do? No, they got that idea from what individuals like Tyler Perry were doing in the middle of the pandemic, being able to still stay on task and budget and do all these things and make all the shows that he had to for BET and all the other channels that he is on creating projects.
I mean, I think it's the best thing to do right now with the circumstances being what they are, man. It's only logical to do it that way. Any other way is putting everybody at risk. That's the bottom line. You
Yeah,
know. Shouts
yeah,
out to my man Briz Rothstein. Supposed to be battling Murder Mook soon. That's going to be interesting to see. Also got to shout out Matt Hoffa. He's doing the Legends Only series. I don't know if y'all seen the battle he did with Method Man online recently.
yeah.
Check that out. Yeah,
I seen that,
yeah,
and
that's
you
a good
know,
call.
it was very refreshing
Yeah,
to see Method Man.
yeah,
It
yeah.
was very refreshing. Like he took, but you know, I look at Meth and I'm like, he still look like he in his 20s. But I know he not in his 20s because I'm younger than him. So you know, it's one of those things, but he still got it and his
Oh yeah,
delivery and all that. And
oh yeah.
shout out to Meth being in power with Mary J. Blige.
Yes,
The new,
sir. The new series. Did you watch the first one? Don't tell me nothing because I ain't seen it yet.
no, I'm not going to tell you anything. All I'm gonna say is that it was refreshing to see people that are still doing it from the time that they started doing it
Right, right.
and still being able to hold their own, you know, hold their own, hold it down,
It's longevity.
entertaining and all that. Like Meth is still Meth.
Yeah.
Mary is still Mary. Like it's just the environment that they're in, but they just seem so comfortable in doing it. So I say it's definitely a watch. But shout out to I don't know Tasha's real name, right? The actor was Ghost Wife. I don't know her actual name.
Sorry, Norton.
Yeah, well, whatever. Right, her. Right. She needed to stop putting that hair glue on her joint because her hairline is way pushed far back. That's just like in the middle of her head, bro.
Yeah, she
And
was
I'm
getting
like,
roasted. She was
dang,
getting roasted online for that shit too. She was definitely getting roasted
yeah.
online.
I was like, wow.
That's the aftermath of wearing mad lace fronts for all those years, and all the types of things that women are doing to feel like they gotta be beautiful and everything. When you could just rock your natural hair, ma will take you. You know what I mean? Believe it or not.
Yeah, I think that is super important that women really just be themselves and say, you know what, I don't need to do what the masses are doing or what media says
But
or
it's also us too, because if men were accepting more women with natural hair, then more women would wear their hair natural. You know what I mean? It's only because men are, they gravitate towards women with the perms and the weaves and all of that shit like that they do it. You know what I mean? I mean, there's a select group that are doing it for each other. Of course, that's that team. But the
yeah.
majority of the women are doing it because they feel like that's what the men are generally attracted to, at least the men that they're interested in catching. But
And
if
it's
more women had the natural look or locks, you know what I mean, which is the way we're supposed to wear our hair, natural locks anyway. Black folks, I mean, more if more brothers were accepting of that, then I'm quite sure more women would feel comfortable doing that.
and I will say this. I will say that it's not just, the men sitting there applying the pressure, right? Because what I have realized over the years for our black women to be able to fit in and to be successful and to be in that corporate America.
Yeah, that too.
Corporate America says, no, that natural hair doesn't work here. It doesn't fit what we portray our image of this company. So you have to do something. So it's if you look at many of the successful black women that are in the corporate world, they hold up an image that emulates what white collar careers say. The straight hair, the tight suits, and the this, that, and the third. Just when we put our women in the, it could be suit pants or a skirt suit or whatever the hell you call that stuff, they stand out. You
Yeah,
know, it's just one of those things.
yeah. Well, sister gonna stand out, man. And, no matter
Oh,
what you
definitely.
put them in, you can't hide that bunkus.
No, no,
Can't
that
do it.
rumpus among us.
The Rumposaurus Rex.
I'm telling you, right? It's just there. They born with it. So you know, now speaking of corporate America and systemic, whatever we want to talk about, and abusive relationships and just shooting for the stars.
What you got, P Money?
$2 million a month, bro.
$2 million a month.
Like, isn't a
100,
cell phone bill like $20,000 a
yeah,
month?
$20,000 a month for the cell phone bill. I think
Who the fuck she got, Verizon?
was it like 120,000? She must be paying for everybody in that Verizon commercial phone bill. But said 120,000 a month to donate to charities. I'm like, bitch, you're gonna be donating 100,000 every month to charities? Like,
and I gotta pay for it? Who said that was okay?
Fuck out of here! You better donate 100,000 for the year.
Like
out of your portion. You know what I'm saying? I'm not paying for you to donate money. That's like throwing money out the fucking window, B. You just riding down the street, you take a fucking wad of money, take the band off of that shit. Hey, throw that shit right out the window. Just keep going.
Right. So you're talking about $100,000+ a month. So you talking about over $1 million a year, right? Over $1 million.
2 million. She wants 2 million.
No. That's a month. But donating to the charity is over
$1 million.
Over $1 million+ dollars.
Yeah, 1.2 a year.
Yeah, 1.2, right? So 1.2 million, maybe something like that.
0.3, somewhere around there.
Yeah, some shit.
It's ridiculous, B.
You know, to give away money, right? To give it away. Now I understand, you know, being charitable to a good cause, helping those that are in need. But a lot of these charities, the money doesn't go where they say it's going to go, and it goes to pay the CEOs and buy buildings and
it goes right in people's pockets
and all that stuff. But the thing that killed me was $900,000 for entertainment. It had the nerve to like itemize the list and say $900,000 for entertainment. Like, there's not that much Ruby Tuesdays or Roof Chris you can buy.
You gotta get a Netflix account.
I'm telling you.
900 shit.
Like, for $900,000, you can buy a building and just put all the fun stuff you want in it one good time.
Every month. You can do it every month with that.
Like, it's crazy.
That's damn near $1 million just on entertainment. You feel me? And then those she had like another 100,000 or something, 60,000 or something a month for wardrobe, to buy new clothes, some kind of 100 and something thousand. It's crazy shit, man.
Like,
what she's doing is she's overshooting so that they can, meet in the middle somewhere. So she's really asking for 900,000 for entertainment. She might get like 450,000. You feel what I'm saying? That's what she's hoping for, probably her law team or whatever. But even still, be like, the numbers are ridiculous. And then, how long does spousal support last? Is it like the rest of your life, or is it until she gets remarried, or is it like a limit on the shit?
Dude, if I was a woman and I was getting alimony from my husband, and all I had to do was not get married again so it could continue, I have a whole bunch of side niggas. Like, that's all it would be.
Forever, right?
I'm paying $900,000 for entertainment. I can have one every day of the week.
Man, listen, and still have change left over.
I'm telling you.
Like, what kind of mortgage are you paying? Then she wanted like 60 G's a month for college education or some kind. I'm like, bitch, you a lawyer. What the fuck you need to go back to school for? What you gonna go get? You gonna get your PhD in chemistry or some shit? You gonna fucking find a cure to coronavirus? Shit, like, rich ass down.
And the mortgage payments a month was one of the cheapest things on the list. The cheapest things on the list.
That should have been the most expensive thing on the list, straight up. Right. That was the cheapest thing on the list, I believe.
Yeah, and it was somewhere around $10,000 a month. Like $10,000 a month. Like, to have a mortgage payment that's about $10,000 a month. That means that the house is like $1.2-3 million.
But you know what? That just shows the greed. You know what I'm saying? You waited. Rick Ross said it in the song. He said, she waited till you hit the ceiling and then she filed for divorce. You feel me? Like, she knew that motherfucking Apple deal was coming because he was probably talking about that shit all in, she was just soaking it up like, okay, all right.
And you know what I could probably see?
Billionaire, huh?
You know what I could probably see? Her being a lawyer.
Yeah.
right? She probably was the one
That
who
brokered
got
it.
legal fees paid through Interscope Records or whatever, however Dre did that deal,
Uh-huh.
whatever it was under, whatever entity. She probably got legal fees paid to her via Apple. So she probably get a fat check off of that just for brokering the deal, sitting down,
She's a
making sure the
freaking
paperwork was right.
she's a freaking lawyer, period. You know what I'm saying? They don't call you a lawyer unless you practicing law. And you ain't practicing law for any long period of time unless you're successful. So
Well,
she's a
she said,
successful
I'm a
lawyer.
lawyer.
I'm quite
Fuck
sure
you.
she got a bag of her own that she just waited until this motherfucker hit the Billy stage or damn near the Billy stage and said, okay, now it's time to cash out. You know what I'm saying? It's been 20 years or 22 years, however hell long they've been together. And she says, time to cash out. That's what she's
Yeah.
doing, man.
Listen,
It's blatant.
this is the song that she played when she was walking through the house and she found that paperwork.
Yeah, I bet she was.
She's
Uh,
like,
tick,
he got a bag. I
TikTok.
got a bag. Woo, woo.
Yeah, man. She gonna get it. I mean, she's definitely gonna get hit off, B. I mean, me myself, rather than have to pay her all of that money every month, I'd be like, yo, just take a chunk and go. You know what I'm saying? He go however many 100 mil he gonna give her, and you know what I'm saying? Just be done with it, B. It ain't no sense in every month I gotta take that out and send, and this gotta go over here, and nah, man, it's too much. It's too much, B.
Like I would say cut a check for what? 150 mil, right?
Whatever, you know.
Tell her to do what that she can. Yo, not for nothing. 150 mil in the bank. The interest alone she could live off of and never touch the 150.
You know.
Um, you just gotta adjust, but I guess, I don't know what the whole background is on why the whole divorce is happening or whatever. They were together a very long time.
Kids are
Um,
grown.
but I say, like me personally, it's like if stuff didn't work out between you and I, what is the point of, like, you don't want to be with me, you just want to be with my money. Like,
Right, right.
like how does that work? Like, you can't stand me, but my money look real good.
Yeah, my money is attractive as fuck.
Like I
Yeah,
say, it a clean break. Like, I go my way, you go your way. You know, I
yeah,
know that if I was with somebody, my whole thing is to build us both up,
yeah.
not just me building up and then you come and you snatch that shit at the end. That's just kind of crazy.
Well, that's the one system that they haven't really touched and made any significant improvements in, especially when it comes to wealthy men, being married to women and getting divorced and stuff like that. Even if it's not for any, long period of time. You could be with somebody. How long was Tiger Woods with that woman he was married to?
Hot second.
Hot second. She was a nanny when you found her, right?
Mhm. He should have known better.
Now she got 100 mil or had 100 mil. I don't know how much she got now. She definitely probably got more. She went to college. You know what I'm saying? Got a degree. She did it. She did it smart. But she's, you know what I'm saying, super paid right now. Jeff Bezos, his old lady, what he gave her, like 600 mil, 680 mil, some crazy billion, some crazy shit she got. I forget the number, but again, you just you just setting them up. You know what I mean? This shit just, it don't pan out to me. It don't make sense. Like, why should you have to give up that much bread? Like, I understand your lady is accustomed to living a certain lifestyle. I definitely get that, especially if you got kids involved. You know what I mean? Make sure they got a good house. Make sure they got, vehicles, and they safe and they secure and they got everything they need. And give them, you know what I'm saying? And give them a lump of change to pull from. But all of this fucking just excessive million, 200 million, 300 million, just because I was married to you for 5 years and you hit it big and you got this money while we was together. I don't see the logic in it, B. It's just,
I don't see the logic in
it's
that.
very one sided to me. Very one sided.
And then, if the man was to do that, if the shoe was on the other foot, it would be shunned upon. Like, yo, what are you doing? Oh, you ain't a
Yeah, the
real
only
man.
person that's done that I know of recently is fucking Mary J. Blige ex husband,
Yeah.
and this guy, the one that was married to Britney Spears, the dancer.
Yeah, 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 yeah. But it's like if we talking about two instances, out of the
All
200 million.
millions, exactly. Exactly.
You know, and it's
Exactly.
just crazy. Like I truly believe that, you know, if it's over, it's over.
Yeah.
Like you go your way, I go my way.
You divorce me and you divorcing my money.
Right. Like shit. You
Oh, you don't
know,
want to be here no more? You don't want to be in all of this? All of this? All right, fuck it. Here you go.
yeah, you don't get the perks no more. And
Mhm.
not for nothing, having access to the other individual's money is a perk.
It's a super perk. You feel me?
You
I
know,
I have my driver drop you off. You feel me? I give
but he
you
ain't picking your ass up.
yeah, but I ain't fucking. Why do I gotta keep paying you after we done? You know what I'm saying? No, like this? I don't see the logic in that. B. I just don't see why that should go down like that. I mean,
But you know what it is?
if you were
It's
a piece of shit and while you was married and you were abusive or whatever, yeah, get a chunk of change, something substantial, something decent. But they be going way over the top with especially the richer you are.
right. And then you try to be the good dude. So it's there's no prenup. I'm doing this because I really love you. They talk about why you want me to sign a prenup. You don't really love me, and blah blah blah. And then this, then the third. So you get bamboozled, right? From jump.
Yeah, hoodwink.
Right? Hoodwinked, bamboozled, just and you're sitting there and you're just like, you know what? Maybe she right.
Shit.
But meanwhile, the plan was already set up. Just that was already plan B to the prenup when you threw it out there.
That bitch is boxing. That bitch is hitting your pockets with the gloves on like a fucking speed bag. Fucking your pockets up. That's what Robin Givens did to Mike.
Yeah, man.
Mike
Yo,
went
is
out.
it Mike fighting this weekend?
No, they moved it. It's in November now.
Yo, I didn't watch it, but what the hell was that Mike versus the Shark?
Yeah, they had him they had him swimming with some sharks and shit. I think it was a dare that I think Dana White he said dared him to do it or set it up or something like that. Mike said he was scared as shit. Near the damn sharks. This is from the man who used to own tigers. You know what I'm saying? Actual fucking tigers, big ass white tigers, man, white Bengal tigers. So yeah, but he said he got through it though, and But I saw an interview that he did recently, be with Joe Rogan, and Mike got the eye of the tiger, B. Mike is ready to go hurt something. He was like, yeah, I just get, he's like, I just want to hurt something. I'm getting to that point now where I just want to, because he stopped smoking the weed for the training and everything, to get his body right. So he said the weed would mellow him out, you know what I'm saying, make him love everybody and relax, whatever. Like, but now since he's been off the weed, that Brownsville is coming back in his ass. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, yeah, I'm ready to hurt something now. You know what I mean? So he just like any second, bow, he could just go off. So I'm very anxious to see this B because if the old Mike comes back, B, oh my gosh, Roy is gonna have some problems, brother.
Yeah.
Have
I,
some
I just
serious issues, bro.
I think that you know what in the re the rebirth
Yeah.
of some of the greats over the years,
Mhm.
I think Tyson has been overdue.
Yeah. Yeah. We as
He's
fans been definitely wanting it.
yeah, because it's finding your purpose, after things seem to go left or whatever it is, and or reinventing yourself or whatever it is, getting back to what makes you you.
Yeah.
And I think that's what Mike did. That's what a lot of these artists are doing. And I'm noticing that, in this time, I find a little bit of extra time to do some research on, you know, many of these artists' net worth and just people that we interview or people that we talk about. And there were people that, they roll really, really big, but their pockets are not even that deep.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
Right.
Dr. Dre about to cut, well, possibly, allegedly, or supposedly 24 million a month, right? 24 million a year to his soon to be ex,
Mm-hmm.
where 50 Cent was worth almost $200 million,
Yeah,
but his net worth now is only 30 million.
yeah.
He only makes less than $200,000 being the executive producer on Power.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's crazy. Like, we sit there, we like, yo, he making money and he doing this. But this is one of those things, the systemic racism and how we are not valued the same, because what he's making to have a hit show that got millions and millions of watchers, right? Viewers, people talk about it, do memes and everything else. This is something that he created. He's making what's a new stockbroker would make on Wall Street,
Yeah, but
just moving money around.
don't sleep. That motherfucker got all of that. That guap is still around. You know what I'm saying? He got bones buried. He probably got offshore accounts. He probably
Oh
got
yeah,
investments that's making money. He take that's what the rich do. They take that money and they invest it in businesses that making them more money. You feel what I'm saying? But they don't necessarily have it liquid. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Or
Not
even
liquid.
or even in their name sometimes. You know what I'm saying? It's in the name of a company or LLC or whatever the case may be. So that money is over there. It's still me, but it just don't got my name on it. You feel me? So now I could just claim that I'm making this for the government, and every year they write that off and they keep it moving. You know, because this is all I'm getting. This is all I'm making. You know what I mean? I still work like everybody else. You know, don't worry about that 250 million I got. You know what I'm saying? Last year. Don't
Yeah,
even worry about that.
and the crazy part is that when if you look at the history, he was worth, over close to 200 mil, if not over 200 mil.
Over 200 mil.
But when that lawsuit happened and he filed bankruptcy,
Yeah, he had to. That's when the money disappeared. When that lawsuit came,
the money started disappearing
started
then.
putting that money up. You seen power come out. You seen all type of shit. The liquor brands. You seen all type of shit happening. But this nigga ain't got no bread. I mean, it's a tactic. B. It's what the
Yeah, yeah,
what
but
do.
you learn from those that do it best.
Of course, he got people around him that's telling him how to hold on to that money. And see, that's one thing that people with money do. They have a tendency to stick together and help each other keep that money or make more money usually.
Yeah,
Usually. I mean, you get some good people around you.
yeah, man. Yo, the second album was like, it felt good, bro.
Yeah, yeah,
It definitely felt good.
yeah.
So before we get up out of here, yo, you want to play something dope for the people? We hit them with the one track, and then we get up out of here.
All right, we can do that. Let's see here. We hit him with a oldie. A little old, not too old. Yeah. R.I.P. Nipsey.
Huh. Found the youth. May our
Charlie,
legacies
Rick
live
Ross.
forever. Huh. All my niggas quiet, but we burning loud. Machiavelli to the max, never turn it down. Mac 11 in the Benz, how you like me now? I run the city, so my closet look like Nike Town. Niggas talking like bitches, is it my income? Am I fucking your bitches, is it official? My nigga did a dime, didn't learn a thing from it. Came home in 2 weeks, got him a 600. Get a text from the boss, you know them bricks coming. Chicks at the beach house like they gon' miss something. From the trenches I rose, only loving the dough. From the Chevy to Rose, now it's fur on the flow. Smoke an ounce of the truth, that's my fountain of youth. R.I.P. to Mr. Shakur, this one is for you. Nipsey Hustle when I got my nigga Stally on it. Double MG burning out in Cali on it. Stained glass window in the benzo, lost in the instrumental. Keys got me sentimental. Stained glass window in the benzo, lost in the instrumental. Keys got me sentimental. Look, these rap books buried in gold. The treasure of a million men, Versace shades trimmed in gold. My life's big, let them cameras explode and capture these rags. The richest story that I unfold. A youth fountain for the few counting. Made money, but who's counting? It's hard stunting, living in subsidized housing. Every bag you bring through the door, dudes counting. And every new girl you bring through, dudes hounding. They want your youth, so they watch your moves. From your pinky ring down to how you lace your shoes. Rope chains with the precious jewels. The dope game pressure rules. So what they did with cocaine and a couple spoons had the whole hood acting like goons. Trying to be the richest, trying to be the flyest. Claim to be ballin', end up like Lim Bias. Screaming from the bottom of this fountain, hear nothing but silence. Stained glass window in the benzo, lost in the instrumental. Keys got me sentimental. Stained glass window in the benzo, lost in the instrumental. Keys got me sentimental. Look, laces in my blue chucks, represent my bros first. Staring at my roadie bezel as I soul search. Run this money marathon till my soul's hurt. But no materials could measure what my soul's worth. I wanted everything, felt like I had no choice. Young niggas wishing on a star like Rolls Royce. Being honest, killing mamas when we sold work. I made a promise, give me options and I cold turk. Sick of sitting on the side while this game point. Recurring dream, trying to scream but ain't had no voice. Crazy lady speaking tongues, said it's gonna work. Never vocalized my visions, actions was my spokesperson. Studied rich niggas moves like my homework. Sacrilegious, however, streets was my own church. Stained glass window in the benzo, lost in the instrumental. Keys got me sentimental. Look, stained glass window in the benzo, lost in the instrumental. Keys got me sentimental. Stained glass window in the benzo, lost in the instrumental. Keys got me sentimental. Stained glass window in the benzo, lost in the instrumental. Keys got me sentimental. Stained glass window in the benzo, lost in the instrumental. Keys got me sentimental. Look.
Stained glass window in the benzo.
Yeah. So you already know, man. It has been another edition of The Spot. We had surprises. We had pop-ups. We had artists. We had a lot of things going on in the building tonight. And then you got the classic, The Spot, right? We talked all shit. That's what we did. And I want to say, before we get up out of here, just know that you could always catch the replay on our YouTube channel. You can catch the replays on the website. If you go to The Spot, click on the link that says shows, go to The Spot, watch our catalog that we got. We got, what, almost a year and a half, almost 2 years worth of shows, bro.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, you know, you catch the beginning of The Spot to the ending of The Spot. A lot of shows. So make sure, and you can even catch us on Spotify. We got the podcast up on Spotify. We got it up on Anchor and other platforms to come. So if you know, when you're driving in your car, you can't watch the video, you can listen.
You know what I'm saying?
To me and Rec.
Yeah, also got to give a shout out to our guy Raj G. You know, he's definitely a veteran of the show, and got that big heavy deal. So you know what I'm saying? Shouts out to him.
Yeah, man. So you know. Yeah, man. So make sure you always support those that you believe in. Support is free. Right? Nobody's saying you gotta buy a CD. We don't even sell CDs no more. Just press play. Right? Press and play, click a follow, hit a like, throw an emoji up. You ain't gotta do much. Mm-hmm. Right? We don't got big booties like a lot of the chicks that you be following on the gram, but you know what? We do entertain you. Yeah, so just show some love.
We ain't got the asses like in the most recent 6ix9ine video, but you know. One day we'll have it for you. We working.
Yeah, man.
We working.
Yo, so you already know, man. This is your boy Pete, right? You can find me on the gram, on Facebook, right? You just put in Profit Radio or Profit Pete. That's PROFIT _radio_NY on the gram. If you look for me on the book, that's Profit Pete. That's PROFITPETE. I'm telling you. And make sure you follow the station, WEMS _radio or WEMS radio. We got WEMS South popping. We got WEMS East. The studio is in the works right now. Yeah, y'all ain't even going to, when that joint opens up, the epic opening is gonna be ridiculous. Y'all gonna be sick. Y'all just gonna vomit where y'all sit.
And of course, find your boy on the gram, DJ Sean Recognize, DJ SHAWNRECOGNIZE. And of course, you can find me on Twitter as well. But that's just DJ SHAWNREC. Remember, only my friends call me Rec. You better recognize.
Gang. And we out of here, y'all.